Hello students. Yesterday we have discussed about the practical geometry exercise 4.1 in which we construct some quadrilateral in which one diagonal and four sides are given. That is the first type of the quadrilateral. Now let us start with the second type of the quadrilateral that is related with the exercise 4.2 of practical geometry. Alright. Now, the second type of the quadrilateral is construct a quadrilateral that is four-sided figure when two diagonal and three sides are given. Now, yesterday first type we have four sides and one diagonal is given. But now the second type is in which two diagonals and three sides are given. Alright, so we have to construct the quadrilateral using the scale, the compass and the pencil. Alright, now let us start with the first question. In this exercise, we have three questions. First and second are similar. Third question is little bit different from first and second question. Let us start first question. Quadrilateral. LIFT. You have to construct a quadrilateral with four vertex. The name of the vertex are LIFT. Alright, where the some length are given. Let us understand what kind of length are given. So let us start a rough sketch. We have to first draw a rough sketch using LIFT as the vertices. Alright, so this is a quadrilateral. You can draw any kind of quadrilateral. Just understand it has four sides. Alright, give the name to the vertex L, I, F and T. These four vertex are of a quadrilateral. Now, if maybe rhombus or any square or anything else, nothing is given, and just we consider a quadrilateral. According to the length of the side, the name of the quadrilateral we can decide, or simple we can say quadrilateral because either sides are all different. Alright, let us understand. Start with the question. Now, in this question, which kind of length are given? First, Li. Now, what is Li? That is a side. The length of this side is 4 centimeter. Alright. So, first side Li is given. Second side IF. The second side given is IF. That is 3 centimeter. Now, IF is the second side, the adjacent side of Li. It is also given, that is IF, which is equal to 3 centimeter. Now this is the rough sketch. This is not drawn according to the measurement of the length. According to measurement of the length, we have drawn after with the help of the compass and the scale. Alright. Now next is TL. What is TL? TL is again a side of the quadrilateral. Alright. The next is LF. Now LF is what? This is not the side. L and F are the opposite vertex. So this the line, when we meet L and F, we get a diagonal. Alright. So this acts as a diagonal. So these three sides are given because this is the type in which three sides and two diagonals are given. So these three are the sides and this is first diagonal. Next, IT. I and T. This is I and T. This is also the opposite vertex. So when we meet this, we get another diagonal. So this is the second diagonal whose length is 4 centimeter. Alright. So in this case, we have to construct a quadrilateral in which 1, 2 and 3. The length of three sides are given and the length of two diagonals are given. Alright. So Now let us start to draw a final sketch with the help of the compass and the pencil. Now you must start with the first of all, what is the base? As I told you yesterday that when we draw a quadrilateral, we start with a diagonal. Now you can select any diagonal because each diagonal, you can see each diagonal divides this quadrilateral into two triangles. Each diagonal act as base for the triangles. If I select LF, then LIF is one triangle. Second, LI, LTF and LIF are two triangles. So this LF act as the base for these two triangles. Alright, so let us start with LF. What is the length of this diagonal? That is 4.5 centimeter. So with the help of scale, take a length of 4.5 centimeter. Alright, you must take with the help of the scale. 4.5 centimeter. So must understand, always start from the diagonal. Now second point, draw other sides or the diagonal with the help of these two points. From L, which kind of length is given? LI is given. Now I is the in the downward direction and T in the upward direction. You can select any directions. Now if I want to draw LI, I have to draw from L. So taking L as center, draw an arc using your compass tip at the L, and the length of LI is 4 centimeters. So first of all we draw this side. To draw this side we have to measure 4 centimeter with the help of the compass. Place the tip of the compass at L and draw an arc. The distance of this L point and the arc is 4 centimeter. With the help of the compass you have to draw, as we have done yesterday. Now the center is L. So place your compass tip at L and draw an arc. Next length is IF is given. Now as we consider this as I, this is the I point, we have to select I at the downward direction. Now for this I, we need one more arc, and that is with the help of IF, because this is F. From F to I, the distance is 3 centimeter. Now considering F as center, draw an arc of 3 centimeter. Alright, this length is 4 centimeter. You must measure with the help of the compass and the scale, and this length is 3 centimeter. Alright, now the next length TL is given. Now T is the point with the another triangle. This is the downward triangle, this is upward triangle with the base LF. T is in the upward direction and TL is given. So we can draw from L, considering L as center, draw an arc of 2.5 centimeter from L, and this point, upward point, act as T. But this side is not given to us. FT is not given. Now what is given? We have to use that point. We have given this, we already used as side. This is also used, this is also used to draw 3 arcs. We get 3 arcs now, 2 in the downward direction and 1 in the upward direction. And this, for this arc we get a point I. We can also draw a triangle with the help of this arc, because we get the vertex of the triangle in the downward direction. Alright, when you draw with the scale and everything, the measurements are very correct. LI is 4 centimeter. Write down the length. LFI is 3 centimeter. Now, how we can get the point T? Because we required one more arc only then we get the point T to draw another triangle so that we get the quadrilateral. Now, only this length is left. This is IT. IT means start from the I and end at T. This gap is given, that is second diagonal is given. Now we already find out point I. Now this act as point T. So from I as center, now consider this point as center. You must understand and remember, now this is the center point. Place your compass tip at I and draw an arc at 4 centimeters so that both the arc meet with each other. Alright, like this. From this point, you have to draw one arc considering I as center so that by using two arc, when two arc intersect with each other, we get another point, that is T, which is required to complete the quadrilateral. Now this side is not given, as that is given in exercise 4.1, that is first type, but in second type 1, 2, 3 sides we get, but to draw the complete quadrilateral we have to take the distance of this diagonal from one diagonal point to another diagonal point. Now meet this point, these lines, so that we get a quadrilateral. Alright, you must draw with the scale so that your lines and quadrilateral must be correct. What is the length of L and T? That is this. L and T, that is 2.5 centimeter. And what is the length of this diagonal? That is 4 centimeter. So we have to draw second diagonal also, that is 4 centimeter. You can draw a dotted line or complete line because the diagonal is given to us. So this is the second diagonal. Alright, and its length is 4 centimeter. Understand? So by this method we get a quadrilateral of second type in which two diagonals like L, F and T, I are given and three sides are given. So first of all, draw three arcs, then use one point of the diagonal to draw another arc. This is the main point in this quadrilateral. I thought you understand. Now, its second question also similar to this first question. You can draw easily with the help of first question. You can also do second question. Now, the third question is, now the next question, third part is rhombus. Rhombus BEND. We have to draw a rhombus naming BEND where BN is equal to 5.6 centimeter and DE is 6.5 centimeter. So let us draw a rough sketch to understand how we can draw a rhombus. That is BEND. Alright. These are the four vertex of a rhombus. In rhombus, all sides are equal. First property of the rhombus is all sides are equal. Now, what is given to us? BN. BN act as a diagonal because B and N are opposite vertex. This is the first diagonal of the rhombus. It is given and it is 5.6 centimeter. Fun thing is this given. Second, DE is given and D is 6.5 centimeter. Now D is also another diagonal. When we join these 2 points, we get another diagonal. So only two diagonals are given for the rhombus. No side, no length of side is given. So let us understand how we can draw such kind of quadrilateral. Start with any one of the diagonal of the rhombus. So let us start with the line. Now this line segment, that is BN, is of 5.6 centimeter, or we can select the greater one as the base. Alright, so because greater one act as the base, then another we can draw easily. Now let us start with DE, because the length of DE is greater than the length of BN, so we have to select, preference is given to the greater length, the length which is greater in by comparing these two diagonals. BN is of 6.5 centimeters, so we select DE, and this is 6.5 centimeter. Alright, now this is the first point. You have to select any one diagonal. You can select any one diagonal, but try to select that diagonal whose length is greater. That must be act as the base for the two triangles of a quadrilateral. Now, no side is given to us, no length is given to us, then how we can draw another sides or a diagonal? Here we have to use one property which is in the 7th class. That the property is, we can find out the perpendicular bisector of a line. We can find out, which is in the 7th class practical geometry, perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector, how we can find out perpendicular bisector? Open your compass approximately considering D as center, more than half. Okay, with the help of the scale, you can mark the middle point of this line. Now, from the middle point of this line, you can take, you have to draw an arc using D as center. Now, the length, you can mark this as O. Alright, let us take a name to the middle point of DE as O. Now, what we have to do? We have to find out the perpendicular bisector of the line. Now, so let us start to draw a perpendicular bisector of line DE. Using your compass, open your compass more than half approximately and draw an arc. Considering D as center, you have to draw two arcs, one in the upward direction and one in the downward direction. Similarly, now considering E as center, you have to draw the, do not change the length or the opening of the compass. Alright, by using the same measurement, you have to draw two arcs, one upward and one in the downward direction, from E and from D. Using the same measurement of the compass, you have to draw two arcs, one from D upward and downward, and second from E. By this method, we get a perpendicular bisector. Now we can draw a dotted line even, or we can draw a simple line with the help of these 2 points. When two arcs cut each other, we get 1 point, and by this we get another point. And when we join these 2 points, we get a line, and this line acts as a perpendicular bisector. Alright, from this line, what we take the help to draw a diagonal, that is diagonal DE, with the help of this perpendicular bisector. Now we try to draw DE or BN, any one diagonal we can draw. Now DE we already selected as the base. Alright, now second diagonal is BN only left. So we have to select 2 points, BN. B in the upper side and N in the downward direction of DE. How we can draw BN of length 5.6? Now what you have to do, you have to break BN into 2 parts. That is, the length of BN is 5.6. When we divide 5.6 with 2, we get its length is 2.8. Whose length is 2.8? If I want to select B in upward direction, then the length of BO which is equal to ON. Alright, the length of OB and ON are similar because here we are going to use one more property of the rhombus, that its diagonal are perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular means the lines are perpendicular, which we have used already. Perpendicular is used. Second property, they cut each other at the equal distance. That's why we take the half of BN. BN is one diagonal. Its half is 2.8 centimeter. Now, place your compass at O. Alright, measurement of your compass is 2.8. Now, draw an arc in the upward as well as in the downward direction of 2.8 centimeter. This is also 2.8 centimeter. Now, this point act as B and this second point act as N. Here we have to use two properties. One, perpendicular bisector to get a line. Second, the rhombus property, that diagonals are perpendicular bisector. Using these two properties, we can draw a quadrilateral. Now, we have to join B with D so that we get a quadrilateral, and that quadrilateral is a rhombus whose all sides are equal. When you draw with the help of the scale and measurement, you get a rhombus whose all sides are equal. Now, how we can draw a rhombus? The first step, take one diagonal whose length is greater as base. Secondly, considering D and E as center, draw a perpendicular bisector using your compass measurement more than half to the both sides by with an arc. Next, as in rhombus the diagonals are perpendicular bisector, so we have to bisect the length of second diagonal. Using this length, we have drawn an arc by considering middle point of this line. So by using middle point, we get 2.8 in the upward direction, 2.8 in the downward direction. So its total length is obviously 5.6 centimeter. By this method, you get a rhombus. I thought you understand. Now you have to complete your exercise 4.2. Only 3 questions are there. 2 questions are similar like this and 1 is different question.